Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL Code S. I'm back.
You're back, finally. I didn't have to open
I missed
up.
you.
I don't have to work nearly as hard now. I'm so glad that you're back. I missed you too.
We did DreamHack Romania together, and then I stayed in Romania for a few, actually an extra day and a half, I guess, total. And then I was jet lagged, so I took some time off. But I'm here now. I'm rested. I'm alive.
That's good.
And I'm ready. We have a great day today, by the way.
We have a fantastic group coming up.
3 badass Protosses. And a Zerg, of course.
In my opinion, one of the groups of death.
I think
one
so.
is scary. Yeah. It's so strong. There's actually this season, the round of 32, it's, as far as the groups go, it's the most balanced, best groups I've ever seen.
Let's talk about the Protosses for a second, because if you look at it like players from different timelines, we have one of the oldest Protosses we could possibly ask for, Stork. The newest of the new, Ruin.
Yeah.
And then we got Rain stuck right in the middle there, and he's been around for a while. I mean, a seasoned player at this point in time.
Oh, yeah.
We can no longer call him like the new kid on the block.
He has so many Code S's in a row. He's been top 8 3 times in a row. He's hit multiple finals. He's every Protoss studies him. He's just one of the very best. No question about it.
He's like the foundation Protoss nowadays, especially if you want to use just safe builds like Ladder, for instance. This is the guy you're going to be looking at.
The players he's lost to actually get eliminated from the last several GSLs, it's insane. He lost to Maru in a finals, he lost to Zest, the eventual winner, and he lost to Sulky. Those were his last 3 matches he lost in GSL. When that's who you're losing matches to, this guy might just win another GSL soon. We don't know.
Yeah, it's been wild, man. Seeing how that history for it's right there. Again, we're just now in the round of 32, but of course, with players as good as this, it could easily be round of 16, round of 8, for instance. I mean, we got
it's pretty
quality
crazy.
Guys here today.
Let's take a look at our events. Of course, we have a lot of offline events. If you've been watching, you see. If you're down in Korea, definitely come check it out. You can guess the finalists. If you go 15 times to the studio, that's a lot of times, which means a lot of fun.
Can I sign up for this? I'm actually down here all the time. I should get in this event.
That's a great idea. But of course, you can do the online event as well. So definitely go check that stuff out.
I'm serious. Let's see if there's a loophole, man. We should take advantage of this.
A loophole where you and I win the graphics cards.
Yeah, we could make we could get a lot of graphics cards out of this. We actually do have some people down here in the studio today.
It was actually packed.
Welcome to the
Friday.
Studio, guys.
Huh?
They're not turning around.
They're not
okay, yeah, some of them are waving hi.
Hi. There you go. No, we actually had a pretty packed studio last Friday, but
normally
round up a bit more.
Normally, round of 32 doesn't fill up as much, so this is cool to see.
Well, this is a great group, with
seriously.
big fan favorites and some upcoming guy. It's a good group.
We're going to go to the interviews shortly here. We're going to talk to each of these players one by one, see what exactly they're thinking going into this match today.
자, 이제 32강부터 다시
All right, here is SK Telecom Rain. They've been incredibly consistent in Code S.
우선 프로리그가 저희 팀은 다 끝나가지고 팀원들 다 휴가 갔는데 저도 오늘 이겨서 휴가를 좋게 쉬고 싶어요.
네, 그러니까요.
We haven't finished SPL yet,
떠나신 것 같은데.
so we've been taking a bit of a vacation earlier than other teams. Every other team has had a vacation already.
휴가를 위해서라도 오늘 깔끔한 승리를 거둬야 하는데요. 그런데 상대가
So if I win today, I'm going to take a week off.
생각하셨는지 궁금한데요.
So when you take some time off,
생각하고 제가 최근에 졌기 때문에 이번엔 꼭 이기고 싶어요.
all right, excuse me, how do you think you're going to be playing against Stork tonight?
최근에 졌습니다. 혹시 그때 페인을 혹시 생각하세요?
In Pro League, I lost at an ace match against Stork, so I really want to win this time.
제가 못해서 진 것 같아요.
역시 겸손한
What's the rationale behind that?
사실 이 스타2 성적으로만 보면 조금 더 우세한 상황인데요.
He says he just didn't really play as well as he expected.
네, 32강.
Any last words?
저는 제일 어렵다고 생각해서 16강이나 8강보다 집중해서 올라갈 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
I think the round of 32 is going to be really hard for me. It's probably the hardest match possibly.
자, 그렇다면 이
So I'm going to do my best to make it to the round of 16. It should be easier from there.
이 선수의 전성기를 함께 하신
Going on to our next player here.
명단에 이름을
Also, by the way, Rain echoing, what we were saying earlier. It's a really strong group.
총사령관 만나보겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
And now player number 2 is ready. Here is Stork.
이 환호가 대단합니다. 먼저 코드에서
Old school from StarCraft I and Brood War.
네,
This is your first Code S.
거의 2년 정도
What are your thoughts?
겨우 올라왔는데요.
대회를 막상 하려고 하다 보니까
For me, it
경력이
takes-
오래됐는데도 좀
It's taken the
떨리네요.
3 attempts to get here.
떨리세요. 스타리그에 처음
I already had a huge career in StarCraft 1, but I'm honestly really nervous today.
그때는 그냥 어려서 아무 생각 없이 했는데 지금은 좀 힘들게 올라갔고 또
네.
생각도 많을 때라서 많이 떨리는 것 같아요.
네.
Any difference between this a normal debut and Code S?
이 10년 차로서 이제는 어딜 가든 이제 선배잖아요. 요즘
Frankly, I'm just more nervous than before. Normally, when I make my debut, I was younger. I didn't feel that much then.
어린 나이가 부러울 뿐이고요.
He's like
이거,
Dexter.
뭐 딱히 부러운 건 없어요. 그냥
네.
제가 열심히 하고 있기 때문에 나이만 좀 부럽네요.
Any additional comments to your opponents or fans?
굉장히 상승됩니다.
Instead, I just envy that my opponent's younger than me.
정윤종 선수 데뷔 많이 되셨나요?
사실 자신감은 없고요.
네.
Have you been practicing a lot against Rain?
연습 자신감 없는 만큼 자신감 채우려고 열심히
And
했으니까
frankly, I'm just not that confident.
열심히 하면 또 경기 때 잘 나오더라고요.
I just keep pushing myself to get the best possible results.
오늘 이렇게 송병구 선수를 응원하기 위해서 많은 팬분들이 와주셨습니다.
Just believe the amount of practice that I did.
한마디 해주시죠.
코드 S에
There are a lot of fans who support you here today. Anything to say to them?
실망시켜드리지 않고 좋은 경기력과 함께 16강에 올라갈 수 있도록 열심히
This is my first Code S. I'm going to do my best, guys.
고맙습니다.
감사합니다.
And thank you also for coming here.
자, 이제 세 번째 선수 만나봐야겠죠.
Wishes he was younger. I understand that feeling. That's why I take the blood of a nerd every night so I can live forever, Artis.
홍덕 선수 만나보겠습니다. 안녕하세요.
Stork was our veteran. Here's our newcomer,
지난
Ruin.
시즌이 첫 코드 S였는데 2연속 진출을 이뤄냈습니다. 소감이 어떠세요?
일단은 저번 시즌 처음에 32강 갔었는데
You're here in Code S. You did it last season. You're here this season as well.
이번에는 열심히 준비하고 왔어요.
네. 최근
But you were eliminated in the round of 32 last time.
팀 센터에 서시고
How you figured each name?
상승세인 것 같은데요. 그만큼 이번 시즌은 좀 더 자신감이 생겼는지.
I think I've improved a little bit. I'm more confident.
자신감이 많이 요즘은 많이 생기더라고요. 요즘 막 게임 할 때도 예전보다 레더 같은 거
Recently, when I have
막
matches,
이기고
네.
그래가지고 자신감은 많이 있어요 아직.
그런데 코드 A에서 이 수정답 세레모니를 하신 게 참.
Look, as I've been practicing lately, I've been having some pretty good results, so I'm pretty confident here today.
칭찬과 또 어떻게 보면 질타도 함께 듣고 계신데.
You had a ceremony with that pylon in Code S.
주변의 반응은 어떤지 궁금하네요.
주변에서는 이제 막
Are you having any future
왜
plans for another ceremony here today?
달린 거 막 계속 그러냐고 해갖고 만약에
A lot of people have been joking about it.
하면은 좀
네.
더 안정적이고 돈이 더 많을 때 그때 좀 해야겠어요.
네, 한편으로는
I don't have any plans to do a ceremony today.
태그와 자신감도 볼 수가 있었는데요.
If I win,
오늘
though?
32강전 각오 들어보겠습니다.
I'll probably be doing ceremonies outside the games rather than inside them.
32강에서는 절대 허무한 경기력 절대 없을
Any
것 같고요.
thoughts before
그리고
going into your games?
연습을 해온 만큼
Well,
좀 더 높은 자리에 올라갈 수 있도록
last season I was eliminated in the round of 32, so I really want to make it deeper this time around.
감사합니다.
네. 자, 이제
So he's
시조에서
practiced a lot, and he's going to show us great matches here today.
자, 엄청난 기세의 김도경 선수를 꺾고 올라왔는데요. 올 시즌이 8번째.
It's not just Protosses, guys. We got a Zerg here as well.
만나보겠습니다.
Aw.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
네, 오늘 많은 분들이
And here is Symbol, our Zerg.
다이어트를 혹시 하고 오신 건가요?
조금 뺐어요, 조금.
어떤
We've heard you've been on a diet.
어떻게 된 건지 궁금한데요.
그냥 살찌니까 몸이 아프더라고요.
네.
그래서 건강해지려고 뺐어요.
그렇군요. 자, 오랜만에 코드 S를 오셨는데 다시 오시니까
He says he's been feeling sick lately,
코드에스 전
so he says, yeah, I've been on a diet as of late.
요즘 코드에스는 이제 기간이 좀 길잖아요. 다음
네.
경기 할 때 동안. 그래서 오늘 그래도 조금.
How have you prepared for Code S today?
네. 지금 이 시조에서 유일한 적으십니다. 나머지는 모두
Since the last matches, it's been quite a long time, but without a team, it's been a little bit difficult.
근데 토스가
But I did have enough
많아서
time to
어쩔 수 없긴 한데,
practice.
그래도 3토스니까.
You got 3 Protosses. What are your thoughts here today?
한편으로는 이번 시즌 2에 저그가 굉장히 많이 늘었습니다. 이 부분은 어떻게
Frankly, I'm not
생각하시나요?
totally confident in PVZ
저그들이 다 잘하더라고요 보는데. 그래서 뭐
or ZVP rather.
노력한 만큼 올라왔다 생각하고요.
네.
저도 저그전 자신 있으니까 저한테는 괜찮은 것 같아요.
I can't say I'm totally satisfied with a group like this. I'm just going to try to do my best.
8강 동현이라는 별명을 다시 되찾으셔야죠. 이번 시즌 목표가 궁금합니다.
Your nickname is the Round 8 symbol, or the symbol of Round 8. Are you going to try to regain that here today?
Sick nickname.
Sick.
그런 건 없고요. 네, 이번 경기 최선을 다해서 네, 올라가겠습니다.
네,
Anything to say to your
마지막으로
fans?
인터뷰에서 흐트러지지 않고 노력할 수 있는 건
I don't know how far I'm gonna go this time.
듣고 좀 코끝이 찡해지기도 했는데요. 가족들에게 한마디
I've practiced a lot. I'm really hoping I could show the best games possible here today.
집에서 하는데 부모님이 되게 좀 많이 도와주세요. 네, 그래서 감사드리고.
Where do you usually practice at? Nowadays, I just practice at home.
앞으로도 열심히 해가지고 네, 쇼도할게요.
There are no teams to
굉장히
practice with
듬직하게
right now.
생각하실 것 같은데요. 오늘 경기 활약 기대해 보겠습니다.
감사합니다.
네.
Just wants to thank his
이렇게
parents for
해서
supporting him.
마지막으로 나서는 강동규 선수까지
You know, while he's been practicing there at home, he's teamless. You know what I was thinking about, Artosis?
그럼 오늘
Yeah.
경기 본격적으로 시작해봐야겠죠? 중계진 나와주세요.
I was thinking if we actually showed that audio to somebody that had no screen on, they just think it's Tasus having a crazy conversation with himself.
That's true. That's really cute.
Okay, so for reiteration, we have Rain, Stork, Ruin, and Symbol.
For the sake of summary.
For the sake of summary, Artosis, we got these 4 great players. Symbol, if you've been following GSL for a while, you're certainly going to be familiar with him.
Oh, yeah.
He is the guy
His
that we
nickname
kept
is
saying-
Round of 8 Symbol.
Yeah, it certainly
It's a
is.
sick nickname right there.
It's sad because he's a guy that we thought was going to be going, deeper into a Code S, even though he's gotten very far. We thought he would at least be winning. Actually, not just one, but probably more than one. We were
yeah.
casting him years ago.
For sure.
But now,
Well, he has gotten a second place. He's gotten so many round of 8s.
and there's no shame in that. But I mean, again, if we were to go back into the older logs of GSL,
Yeah.
we were saying, and everybody else was agreeing, this guy was going to be a champion.
Yeah.
Now he's teamless. He's not confident in his group. I gotta say, a really dynamic group here from people like Rain, who I think are kind of at the forefront right now. Protoss established; they've been around for a while. Then you get somebody like Stork, who's a legend from Brood War, but is now trying to prove himself here in StarCraft II. Ruin, which is, if this was an eBay item, it would be mint condition. I mean, he is so new. He has not been taken out of the wrapping, really, in comparison to the rest of these guys.
Yeah.
And then you got Symbol, who's been, I guess we've referred to him as this before, the tragic hero of the GSL.
Yeah,
He's not become the
It's a good way
champion.
to put it. Probably a better nickname than the Round of 8 Symbol. But he's kind of
Leave the
inspired me to
nicknames
give
to
you
me.
a nickname.
Yeah.
I want to call you. I think a good nickname for you would be Caster Tasteless.
Caster Tasteless.
Yeah.
What about Tasteless?
'cause you cast.
He who casts the games.
Oh man.
Okay, so a closer glimpse at Rain. This guy, I would say, leans definitely more towards conservative Protoss play. He's been a little bit more edgy in some of his strats recently, which
Yeah.
is normally the sign of a player who's evolving and adapting and able to stay within the scene in Code S here.
Yeah.
Because normally if you stick with one play style, you're going to get flushed out. Now here's Stork.
He's had better results recently. He really hasn't
Yeah.
done what we want him to. But, as I said, he did beat Rain. He beat another really good Protoss recently, too. Who was it? God, I can't quite, for some reason, remember. But anyways, he's had some very good PvPs lately in the Pro League. We'll see if he can carry that through because, if this guy comes back into the shape he was in StarCraft 1 for StarCraft 2, he's going to be dominating. He'll kill everybody. Like Stork, especially the way that Stork played, would fit into StarCraft 2 so
Perfectly, yeah.
perfectly.
Because he had these really well-tweaked build orders that were just so safe and well-rounded.
And he was like,
parlayed into the late game so well.
his style was kind of Deathball-esque, if you really think about it. Like,
Yeah,
he would
that's
have
true.
just giant macro and these armies that would just crush anything. So,
Yeah.
if he can continue this ascent upwards, he's gonna be a monster. So I hope that he can. But I look at this group. I want all 4 players in the round of 16, to be honest. But really, I want Rain and Ruin more than anyone Tasteless.
I would love to see Rowan get deep in this. He's got a really cool way of playing the game. Although, you know what? Honestly, out of all of them, I would want to see Stork go on, just because I'm old
for
school.
old time's sake.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. It wouldn't make me angry.
Our first map is going to be Overgrowth. And that's right. I'm getting distracted by these lyrics. The roller coaster is now started, Artosis. Game number 1 here between Rain and Stork in the GSL Code S. Over here in the upper right, in the red, we have
SK텔레콤 T1
Well, you
Rain
couldn't guess that was
정민종.
Rain. Wow, Tasteless. Where's your passion now?
I'm like, is that Symbol? You're like, no, Tasteless, it's definitely not Symbol.
That's the only player that can't be here.
This guy, very scary. His opponent, Old School, down here in the bottom left in the blue. He is.
Samsung Galaxy 간 Stork 송병구.
He was one of your favorite Protosses.
Yeah, I stole a lot of builds from this guy.
Yeah, he's looking for him. He needs to get him back so he
needs
can
to get
win
him
the GSL.
Yes. Stork has definitely gotten a lot older. I guess we all have, but
Yeah.
it's funny because I'm just so used to seeing him back when, you know, when I was casting him, like, what, 6 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. It's weird growing up and watching everyone else grow up too, Tasteless. A lot of us have been in this industry a long time.
Let's leave this note as, you know, we're all going to die one day. Now back
Not
to
me.
this
I'm going to live forever in my moon base.
You would be the guy that Artosis would be there, like his head in a jar or something, like a robot body.
I want to be like the Futurama heads one day.
My brain is in a fish tank somewhere. Every time I freak out, you got to sprinkle Xanax on the brain to calm me down. All right, so we got two heavyweight Protosses here.
Mm-hmm.
One the new, the other the old.
Oh, look at this. For Stork here, we actually have the quicker Cyber Core. I wasn't like super paying attention, but this is probably the 11 Gateway. If I had to guess, probably into the super fast Oracle. It's a build that Zest has been using a lot lately, but it could be for a quick Warp Gate rush as well. We'll have to see.
Yeah, no matter what, it's not your standard.
Based on his gas
Standard
income,
build
I
here.
think. Oh, okay. Never mind. It looks like he is going to go ahead and Chrono Boost out this Warp Gate as well as a Stalker. So definitely going to be some early Warp Gate pressure going on Rain.
Yeah, if he can get his opponent off like kilter here, get him in a moment like where he just doesn't quite have the right number of stalkers.
Yeah.
In that attack, this could snowball. I mean, sometimes PvP is decided by just losing one stalker.
That's true. It does happen. A little bit less than it used to thanks to the Mothership Core. I would say Mothership Core really improved this matchup. Like, really did.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's Chrono Boosting that Cybernex Core, and the thing is, Rain sees that, right? And he's slowing down that first Stalker. That Rain has gained so much information at the moment, and he's going to go right into a Twilight Council. So this could be for very fast DTs, or it could be for Blink, because both will counter Gateway aggression very well.
I was about to say, I think either one of those builds is actually fine.
Yeah.
In this case, we have the second Gateway now coming down here for Stork. Stork moving out with that Stalker. Checking for any proxies. Pretty thorough job there at that.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually have the third Gateway coming down here now. So 3 Gateway pressure from Stork with a tech build that's going to be outlined even further in a second here from Rain.
We'll see in just a second what that is.
Blink. It's Blink.
It is Blink. Okay. And that's a good choice, of course. You know, your opponent's going 3-gate. If you can hold it and then get Blink, even if he's up a couple Stalkers, or even a few Stalkers, you can oftentimes kill it off.
Well, the problem is the timing window is going to be even stronger for Stork now.
Yeah.
Because Rain already took so much damage on that Stalker. It looks like it might be able to
end
get
up
away.
losing that. Like,
Let's
to
see here.
save that, he either has to lose a lot of mining time or use the Mothership Core.
Damn.
Yeah. You couldn't even do it.
This
That's-
timing attack here from Stork is going to be so strong because he lost that one Stalker. Rain lost that one Stalker already.
And look at
Mothership
this.
Core getting lower here.
He's got to be careful, doesn't want to go too far in, but looks like he's going to chase him down here and kill anything he possibly can. And he will lose a Stalker. You know, he went, I would say, just a little bit too far. He really wanted that kill, and
he just barely didn't get it.
Rain handled that perfectly.
More
right there.
Stalkers are building up over here. Blink is about 3/4 of the way done. What Stork will most likely do is just build up some Stalkers, wait until he runs out. Whoa, this is a crazy build. He's going to proxy a robotics facility. I was going to say he has a small timing window here, but this actually makes... I think he might just win with this, because if he gets the Immortals over there, even with the Blink...
Well, Blink is going to be done before he has any Immortals.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, in the engagement, I mean, let's see, the Stalker count's 5 to 8, right? That's a considerably large number, and he's going to be getting a lot more Stalkers out here in the meanwhile.
This is going to be hard to hold. There's no question about that. Here we go. He's pushing forward right now.
Get the
Picking off
Mothership
anything
Core.
he can before this stops.
I thought he was going to get. I thought it was a Mothership Core he was hitting there.
The Mothership Core, you know, takes a while to get that energy back up. So it looks like he wants to focus on Stalkers.
Oh, he canceled. Okay.
Okay, interesting. Going to continue to push forward here. I think he thought it was DTs for a minute. It's why he was making that. Never seen a proxy Immortal quite like that. But he's pushing through, doing as much damage as he possibly can at the moment. Killing off quite a few Stalkers, but now suddenly Rain has, well, a very similar amount and Blink.
Again, Rain doing a great job with the blinking here. It's still soccer number superior right now. A nice pro block there. You know, the stalker control might just be good enough. 2v2 now.
Yeah, it looks like this will be
the end of
hell,
it. Yep.
but you know, he has lost some mining time. The thing is, he hasn't really lost that many pros because Stork has been focusing on stalkers. So from here, you have to give a lead to Rain, I would say. You know, they both have 3 gateways producing stalkers, but only one of them has Blink.
Yeah. And, you know, even getting the Robo Bay and then canceling it like that. We see Stork also getting a Twilight Council of his own here. Now from here, Rain can go around the map and start wiping out, for instance, that pylon, but also the one that's not far outside of his base. You should know that should be right out there somewhere. So that's going to be another thing that's going to be really hurting Rain, or Stork, rather.
This is a tough situation. Look at this. He's killing all these pylons. He's killed a ton of stalkers. Obviously, he's been much more cost efficient. The only really nice things that happened there for Stork, I guess, was you know, forcing some lost mining time and, well, I guess picking off the mothership core. That's about it, though. And like, he's gonna have to stay up his ramp. He's gonna have to stay near his nexus and just get his own blink, I guess.
It looks like he did manage to hide one probe up over there at the top.
Quite nice.
But that was pretty thorough scouting otherwise from Rain. He looked pretty much everywhere.
Thing is, you can't even warp in units up there. You can't do it.
I mean, why would he when all these stalkers are barreling right towards him? But he could maybe try to scout or do something like that with that. The force field there on the ramp as Rain now is building up over here on the low ground. Now, even if he doesn't get up there, this is an expansion that his opponent can't get. He even put the pylon there where the Nexus would be. But anyways, Rain now moves up, going towards the Nexus here, blinking away every single injured stalker.
Yeah, he actually did a great job there, taking some damage on everything, but killing off a Zealot as well as a Sentry. And on one base, that Sentry is quite valuable. He's forced the Mothership Core. Like, he has Blink. He's going to have a Robo. He's going to have his Nexus. Rain is, like, a million miles ahead right now. What does Stork even do?
Well, Stork's running out of time very quickly here with that Nexus done. He needs to get a Nexus of his own up here. And you can see with the Blink harass here from Rain, it's going to be tough for Stork to do that. Even though a lot of these stalkers from Rain are bruised, they still can get away easily until Stork gets his own Blink done. Back home at in Rain's base, he's cranking out Immortals. So he's already going to have an answer to Stork's Blink Stalkers, even if their HP is better.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the sand may almost be out of the hourglass here for Stork.
I think it is. He's just continuing. Well, he makes a Nexus, but the thing is, Rain was smart enough to go home. The one real big chance that Stork may have had was catching those Blink Stalkers on his side of the map and picking off a bunch before getting over there, but that's not going to happen. Rain is way ahead in tech, in economy, in army. Like, you know, it sucks to call games early, but this isn't even early. Like,
I wish we could lie to you guys, and
we could.
But
we could be like, I don't know, guys. It's still pretty close.
You know what? Hold on, Artosis. He may come back because of ABC. No, by all measure.
Maybe there's some sort of magic over micro that Stork can engage in and kill him.
Magic over micro?
Yeah. Some sort of mysterious quality about StarCraft where this could come back.
I mean, Stork's so behind from this point on. Rain, now it doesn't mean Rain will try to end it right here. Rain, in fact, being as conservative as he is, he may wait a few more minutes, try to build up that right unit comp.
I think that's probably the right choice. But you know what? Chasing him back right now, the fact that the Blink has been used means these Stalkers can't even circle around to harass him. He can actually push him all the way back to the natural at the moment, which is a really powerful move.
Okay, so this game, I think, will just end with this attack here.
He's adding gates. Like, Rain just wants to kill him.
Yeah. Thing is, Stalkers parked over here on the side. There's no point in him really even going around. And you know, as good as you are with the Blink, when there's this many Immortals, you can't dodge Immortal shots. Those just insta connect. There's no animation that has to meet them.
This is rough, man. I mean, poor Stork.
Chrono boosting the gateways now. This is about to be flawless victory here from Rain.
Just about. Like, the thing is, he scouted what Stork was doing. He saw the warp gate research being chrono boosted. He realized, hey, if I throw up my Twilight right now, I can have it in time. You know, I can get Blink out, hold anything he does, and go kill him in a little bit later.
Nice Blink in over to the side here. These force fields will eventually expire. The Zealots will begin to get in here. Rain not even actually pulling back that Immortal. Nicely done. Rain up 1-0 right now.
Yep, that was pretty one-sided there. Stork getting pretty wet there. from the rain.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That nerd should have brought an umbrella. Damn.
Well, we'll see if he can metaphorically bring the baby this time, Tasteless.
Wow. Bring the baby what?
That's what Storks do, right?
Oh, my God. You're right.
Yeah.
We're not teaching anything about sex ed on this show, Artosis.
Storks bring babies. Unless you get your baby out of a Cabbage Patch. Those are the two ways, guys.
All right. Game number 2 here. Let's see what map Stork picks. It's going to be merry-go-round.
Okay. Can't think of like a specific reason why you may want to use this one. You know, it is a mirror matchup, so just probably feels a bit more comfortable here for his style.
Yeah.
You know, that warp gate attack was just perfectly countered by Rain. That was really fantastic play by Rain there.
Yeah.
And like, don't forget, Rain basically revolutionized PvP in Wings of Liberty, and here in Heart of the Storm, he's still one of the best PvPers. Like, I believe when he lost to Zest, wasn't it 2-3? And Zest is the best PvPer in the world.
Oh, Zest is godlike PvP.
For sure,
Look, I think,
he's the best.
I wonder, because Stork was in, let's take Stork's Brood War history.
Yeah.
He doesn't come right out of the gates dominating. He wasn't one of those, he wasn't like a Slayer's boxer who very early on, like GOMTV or anything like that, dominated. It took him a while. I'm wondering how long it's going to take Stork, if he sticks with StarCraft II, for him to find his groove.
As long as he really is inspired to play well, it will happen.
Yeah, it's got to happen. All right, game number 2 is ready to go here in the GSL Code S.